who stated he was 16 at the time. I have consoles and PC. Oh, I see. If you want to small talk, I got you. LOL. How old are you? 16 you. This is on 4/25/2018. And the next one is Catherine Kawhi 3 months later. Make sure to live stream yourself sleeping, naked or clothed. And then he says, naked would be preferred, but I don't know how YouTube would react to that. Then I say, the real question is, how would you react to that? So he says, so to be safe, wrap a cloth around your willy. How would I? And then I just say, disappointed. He says, sorry. I say, you better. So let's take this at face value. Let's say deleted user is me. Let's say I am deleted user. And for some reason, me and Catherine Kawhi randomly start talking 3 months after he says he's 16. So apparently Catherine Kawhi is trying to catfish me. But catfishing me doesn't work. Everyone that knows me from my old servers knows that whenever anyone said they were a female, I would get on their ass and tell them to prove it. So that is exactly what it is. I'm like, how old are you? Prove you're a female or whatever. Stop trying to trap server members. Clyde can attest to that as well. As an influencer, you always do that. You got to make sure, although Clyde has a different approach, Clyde tends to just ban people when they do that. But in this case, I usually try to check. So that's a pretty consistent thing that's with me. But my only problem with this is 3 months later, what happened in between those 3 months? Did we call in those 3 months? Did we learn something new about the individual? Because I learned he's a man. Now, here's something I wanted to get into. So back in, 2018? So back in 2018, 2017, do you all remember the sense of humor? Do y'all remember there's a different sense of humor? A very sexual humor, right? Like, back then, I was defending, I was saying, let's throat fuck a 4-year-old to try to get people to debate me on the age of consent, right? Or people were like, nudes, XD, in chat. Here's a few examples. You can just you can spread these around. I don't give a fuck. Hold on. Let me just show you some of these. Just to prove it's a consistent thing of my behavior, okay? I would be sending shit like this around. In public. So, this dude makes a joke. I don't even reciprocate it. I just say, disappointed. That's not me reciprocating or proving anything. I don't know how me saying disappointed proves anything. Maybe you can say, it suggests you want him to suck your dick or something. But he made sexual advances on me, and then I just said disappointed. And then I said, you better be sorry. So I don't know how that...
You ain't even... quick, you ain't even gay. How does that even line up? Let's be realistic for the start of that. That's the first part of it being a fucking clear joke. A lot of the shit that was in that old ass first server that you ran, and this is not even to just defend you as a friend, bro, that server was fucked up. It was way worse than some of the stuff that exists now. And there was a lot of pretty fucked up humor, regardless of the fact of what was said. It was half the shit there was definitely not serious at all whatsoever. I'd go in there, I'd see you with funny ass profile pictures, you having jokes with Westong and stuff in main chat, suck my dick pussy, what's up, bitch? Just out of nowhere, but you're not even gay.
It was even me and Clyde and many other people, we just have that sense of humor. So
you should see our DMs. Holy fuck.
Okay. So at worst, it's weird, but it's not indicative. So I don't know why this is primary evidence if it doesn't even mean anything. I think even in their evidence chat, Catherine Kawhi's I don't think this is really that bad. Maybe it's sus, but I don't know. And then everyone's in the chat no, this is terrible. This is it. We really got him. This is worse than the satire story. Holy fuck. And it's because I said disappointed. I don't know. But in my old server, if everyone was there, it was every role was called cuck. There was people eating shit, fucking shoving ice cubes up their ass, saying weird, degenerate shit. There was no filter. And that's just how it was back then. iDubbbz would say the hard N-word and the F-word on his public YouTube channel, and it was perfectly okay. No demonetization. Leafy was okay. People just talked like degenerate fucking Xbox gamers. And that's just how it is. And that's honestly what a lot of it just leads up to. And so, not only that, but all I said was disappointed. That could mean anything. They're just assuming it means the worst possible thing when it doesn't coincide with my character at all. So let me explain this, okay? Because we're gonna have to talk about this a lot. How do you prove someone is joking? Okay, because everyone can say when there's some new evidence, he's joking, but he's making up that he's joking. So how do you prove that someone's joking? How do you prove it? Because a lot of drama is just he said, she said. Right? And that's the bad part. This drama's like 4 years old. They have random scattered out of context, like screenshots of random shit without the full fucking chat saying all these things. And they're like, wow, Seth doesn't have evidence to the contrary. He didn't screenshot all his chats 4 years ago. But how do you tell Seth is joking? Well, I'll tell you why. Because acting that way is consistent with my character. Okay, that's how you prove it. Is it consistent with Seth's character to joke like that? Is it? Yes. I would do it in public, private, with men, women, didn't matter. I had the same sense of fucking humor. Should I have? No. And I did apologize for that later. I'm trying to reform. I said, I always talk shit about myself in the past. Like, yes, I was a fucking degenerate retard. I don't recommend acting like that. Yes, you could expose me easily. I was fucking stupid. I said a bunch of dumb shit. But was I actually being a pedophile? No. I was just being a fucking degenerate, okay? I was just being like a gamer talking retard. That's literally how it was. Very evident. I talk this way in public and private. The way you see me in public is how I was in private. That's just how it is. That's how you know it's my sense of humor, okay? So keeping that in mind, we're going to move forward. Catherine Kawhi states his age, blah, blah, blah. He's just saying the whole interaction already debunked it. Proving Seth's identity, he says that deleted user is me. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Then he says deleted user is me. Again, I don't know. Doesn't matter. There's a lot of pages on proving it's me or something. I don't know. Okay, so this is 2017 Seth. PRI. Now this is their fucking meat and potatoes. Satire. The meat and potatoes. Now Clyde can get into this, for sure. But Clyde, explain your experience with satire just real quick, because they're not going to bring you up, but just explain it real quick.
I mean, my recollection of that individual is that she's been turned into basically like a weapon to be used against you, even with, you know, the majority of the shit that's involved with her being completely false. It's extremely exaggerated. The brother of said individual is also a fucking massive weirdo that's like obsessed with coming after you for whatever reason, like wants to use his sister as a fucking tool just to like slander you, which is like bullshit. Like I think I remember at one stage the same individual admitted that the stuff that was, you know, you're accused of wasn't even true too. And then one of the main proprietors of this, Mr. Trini, like is even on your side now. It's like,
yeah, he is.
How long is this going to go on for? Like it's beyond like morally okay at this stage. And regardless of the fact that we're friends, like if this was to anybody else, like if this was a random Joe in like any of these Discord servers and I overheard this sort of like situation explained to myself, I would defend them because it's actually pretty stupid at this stage. Like how much she's still continuously being brought up like over 3 years later. It's old and the evidence is fucking absolutely dumb. Like it's already been debunked plenty of times, and I'm sure you'll get into it too and explain even more. But like again, like I said, the main person who, you know, started a lot of this is on your side. Like, and so like, what does that say?
Yeah. So Trini, who is the best debater and intellectual mind out of all of them, someone they all looked up to, the person who literally started this whole thing is on my side now. Like, that should tell you something. The one I've debated the most, the one I've fucking hashed it out the most, the one who was starting it the most is on my side. Like, I don't know how else to explain that, but let's just go over it real quick, okay? Seth, who was an adult at this time, at minimum age 19, likely older, messages a 16-year-old girl with the username Satire. First thing you should know about Satire, there's a 3-year age gap. They're trying to call me a fucking, like, pedophile groomer over a 3-year age gap. Like, let's just see, three-year age gap. Like, I don't know how else to explain that simply. Like, it's just 3-year age gap. Like,
the funny thing is the country she lives in, which is mine, it, like, even if that were to be true, it actually wouldn't be illegal, which makes it even funnier. At this stage, it's a matter of, like, they're trying to, like, really inflate this to make you look like, you know, worse than you are. And again, with false information too, you know, be at that. So,
yeah. So it's funny. Like, me and this girl, we would have been in, like, the same high school. You know what I mean? And not, like, freshman shit either. You know what I mean? 3-year age gap. Now, sure, it's still weird. But say everything is fucking true. Say it's the absolute worst interpretation. 3 years. Is that worth ruining my life over? Probably not. I don't know if that's really a proper escalation. 3 years. Anyway, let's keep getting into it. Seth, you like 25? I am not 25. I don't know who told you that. There was one screenshot in their evidence chat that's like, Seth was in his mid-20s when I was 15. I was like, what the fuck? I was in my mid-20s 4 years ago? I don't know where the fuck they're getting this shit from. But no, 3-year age gap. Do the math. Anyway. Okay. So the problem with this first screenshot, and what you'll notice is, does it look like messages are deleted to you? And Trini was talking to me. This is one of the things that convinced Trini as well. If you look at what we're saying in the chat, does it make sense with what she responded with? It doesn't really add up, does it? I'm a very concise person, not really a talker that much. I'm very concise, on the point. Does it look like she deleted some messages? Because this is a deleted account of mine now. Can no longer go on it. Does it look like she deleted some messages? Because the way I'm responding doesn't make sense. So she's talking, I wouldn't want to send my body to someone who wasn't my partner. It'd just be between us. It would be to get higher up or anything. I'm pretty sure this is in reference to a girl called Mommy. And actually in the next screenshot, I think I'm talking about her. I say she has a boyfriend that wants her to. She thinks it's hot. Haha. This is in reference to Mommy. Okay? So for those of you who don't know who Mommy is, she's an incredibly fucking hot girl. And I don't say that often since I'm borderline asexual. She's a really hot-ass girl who came into my server. You guys might remember her. I don't even know if I should post the picture. And she was making very interesting band signs in my NSFW chat of me. And she was saying her boyfriend came to the server and was like, do you want to fuck her? I was like, what? And he said, how about we have a 3-way in Texas? So from what I'm reading, that's what that's about. Okay? That's what that's about from what I can tell. That's why I'm saying she has a boyfriend, and that's what we're talking about. I mean, maybe there's more context. Like, this was 4 years ago, so I don't remember every single fucking detail. Maybe there's more context or fucking secret deleted screenshots. But from what I remember, that's what that's talking about. That's why I said she has a boyfriend. She thinks it's hot. Haha. That's what we're talking about. Okay? And then the whole me asking, are you a virgin or something? Once again, it looks like there's deleted context. Like my response, it looks like I respond to her saying something and something before that. So she probably deleted something. Like I said, 4 years ago, I don't remember the context. These are just singular screenshots. Maybe if we had the entire chat, like if we had the whole chat recorded, maybe. But these are just weird screenshots. Dude, I'm literally the person in the conversation and I don't remember the full fucking context. You know what I mean? Let alone random fucking people. Like, okay, and then me saying, I wouldn't think any less of you if you did. This is in reference to her saying, I don't want to send nudes to people. It's obviously not referring to me. I'm just saying in general because people think she's a slut and I'm trying to support her. Obviously, it looks weird, But yes, that's in reference to supporting her. Once again, this next one, what even is the context? What is it talking about? Is there a video of this? Like, is there a video of this next one? What is this? I don't even know what the context is. Closer to what? What is this in reference to? Do we just assume? Where is there a video of this? I don't know. Like, I actually don't know the context. Now, apparently, one of the reasons that Trini turned on Satire is because she was making fucking claims that Seth was sending me messages about a specific hotel we were going to meet up in fucking and blah, blah, blah. And then there's just this out of context screenshot collection. And then when she wouldn't show any of the proof of this hotel or whatever, Trini's like, is this like some weird vindictive 4-year-long shit? Like, what's going on? Like, once again, not enough context. Even I don't remember the full fucking context. 4 fucking years ago, dude. That's when I first made my Discord server. Let that sink in. I said that when I first made my Discord server 4 years ago. Not easy to remember every little conversation I have with random female. Like, the only reason she's even relevant is because of these claims. Like, she was not important to me. Even if you look at all these screenshots, we only knew each other for like less than a week or something. She was not a very pivotal part of my memory. So maybe if there's more evidence, we can remember it. But yeah, that's one of the things. Profile pictures, sub. What's the profile pictures? Oh, okay. He's just explaining that profile pictures can change or whatever. That's fine. Okay, this one here. This one actually is true. This one's true. I did say fucking 6th graders. I'm over here peeping Satire's pancake areolas and y'all beefing. I did say that, but let me explain why I said it and why I'm open about admitting it. Okay. For one, I was not saying I got her nudes or that I actually saw her naked. So what was happening was I was in a Google Plus server. This is when I still kind of interacted with Google Plus people. So I was in their Google Plus server, and then I came in there, and there's this guy named what the fuck's his name? Soli? Is that his name? Soli? Ista? Is that his name? The guy? I don't know. Maybe.
What guy?
Is his name Soli? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
So there's a guy named Soli in there who Satire's been venting to. Because she's mad that like me and her had a falling out and she's not in my server anymore. Because her and Pie God had like a big debate and she got mad and like had to leave. And then Nate was making fun of her all the time or something. So she left my server and she was feeling petty. So she starts starting shit, telling people all this shit right off the bat. Not really off the bat, more like a month and a half later or a month later. And so this Soli guy's like, what are you doing here? Pedophile. You're the one who was coercing nudes out of Satire. And now I don't know if they dropped the nude story, which is really funny. If they dropped the nude story, we'll get into that. But basically, he was claiming I was a pedophile and I was getting nudes from a minor or something. At the time, I don't even think it was about being a minor. I think it was just getting nudes from her. So I was like, yeah, fuck you, dude. I have her big old fucking titties in my fucking folder. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, or whatever. Like, I was just like being a fucking dickhead. Like, because it wasn't true, right? So I was just making fun of him. I wasn't claiming I actually had her nudes. I was just talking shit. Like literally, remember when you guys got in here and I was just like, oh yeah, those 50, oh shit, 3090s if you say no pedo, you know, shit like that. It was that kind of energy, but just like back then. So anyway, the next one. Yeah, if your sis gets drunk, give me her nudes. More like it's okay. Yeah, so this is me making fun of the shit again. Once again. Seth dodging because you don't got it. More like because it's low-key illegal. Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck was going on there. I don't know what's going on there. I'm not going to lie. I was making fun of her at that time because she was trying to slander me. So I was like, oh, yeah, dude, I definitely have your nudes. Haha, freak. But, like, I was just shit-talking. But then, like, these guys, I will admit that those guys in chat are kind of weird. because they're like, where are her nudes? Send us her nudes. I'm like, that's kind of low-key illegal. Like, they actually kind of wanted that. Like, you know what I mean? So maybe y'all should be trying to cancel whoever the fuck was in chat trying to actually get her fucking nudes. So I don't know who these two people are, but maybe y'all should get on them. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Yeah, he's saying send Satire's tits. She's legal. Seth, send them. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they were on with that. I have no idea with that. We'll move on, though. Seth hadn't actually received any photos. Yes, but bragged about it nonetheless. I wasn't bragging. It was a joke, dude. Like, I hate having to say that I'm fucking joking, but, like, is it not clearly a fucking joke? Like, I'm not just shit-talking? Like, are they not, like, aware enough to tell? Like, I'm just rubbing in their face to make fun of them? Seth acknowledges himself that this act would be low-key illegal, as the person being referenced, Satire, is 16. This is way after the fact, after Satire is like already like made it clear of her age or whatever. Because one of the things that's debated about, and me and Trini had to go over this, is that not only was Satire's age ambiguous, but she didn't tell anybody, and she was dating a guy older than me at the time, whose name was Cheese Fuckner, who's a lot older than me. Way older than me, actually. So, like, at the time, her age was ambiguous. So the whole, like, claim is like, oh, well, you were asking at the time. Well, for one, the age difference only 3 years. But I wasn't actually trying to genuinely get nudes off of her, which is a parrot. So from there, it's just kind of like, it's not me actually trying to get any child porn. We just know how old she is now, and I'm not, like, actually going to coincide with her weird illegal behavior. Also, that's not webcam parrot.
I thought it was at first. I was like, wait, hold up.
Bro, this was about to be so fun if that was actually Parrot.
If Parrot actually joined. Anyway, in this instance, Seth was not above publicly humiliating a literal child. Seth was not above publicly humiliating a literal child while lying about having photos of her exposed chest in a public Discord server. This is indefensible. Dude, me and Satire are around the same age. And yes, fuck that bitch for trying to slander me because she got fucking mad at my Discord server. Like, that's way more fucked up. Like, I don't care, dude. Like, fuck you. Like, you definitely deserved it. Like, you're doing way worse shit by comparison. This is indefensible, and it astounds us that anyone would even consider justifying something like this. Well, I just kind of justified it. Fuck you, your weird SWAT docs team, and fuck this dumb bitch. How about that? That's what I think. Fuck that bitch. Moving on.
I got a question. I got a question for you, Miss Seth.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll ask you this very directly for the audience. Yes or no? Did you receive nudes from this individual?
No.
There you go.
No.
So what's the fucking problem? Here's another thing. I want to ask you this again. Well, I actually haven't asked you this in call, but I'll ask you this, in this situation, because I have before. True or false, you also made funny comments towards her to make fun of dudes who were orbiting her in the server.
Yes, I do that a lot. Like, I might get into that. I don't know if they get into the nudes thing. From what I recall, they didn't get into the nude part of it. But if they do, I will go over it. This haiku screenshot is accurate. It wasn't me trying to be manipulative. I genuinely thought that, like, I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't even line up. It doesn't even make sense. So I genuinely thought it didn't line up because of that. So, no, I wasn't trying to be manipulative. It is my bad, though. Obviously, my dumb there. I thought that was genuine proof at the time, and I was like, wait a minute, it still doesn't matter because the profile picture can just change. So, I was still newer to Discord at the time. That's like, this is around when I first was doing stuff or whatever, but let me see. Nate sub. So this is talking about Nate. So this is very funny that they bring up Nate. Nate is one of those people Clyde was talking about, the orbiters, the people that were shit-talking Satire and, like, hitting on her and blah, blah, blah. And I even say rip Nate X Satire. Yeah, Nate's one of the people that was giving her a really hard time. So what's funny about this is that a lot of screenshots between me and Satire are because of Nate, which hopefully I can get into. I don't know if they leave that in here. We'll see. If not, I can go over it. But it looks like their stories kind of changed recently. Seth was complicit in his behavior despite being an adult. I don't give a fuck if Nate bullies satire. I don't give a fuck. I was a degenerate. I was a piece of shit. People were eating shit, sending me titties. I was calling everyone a fucking cuck, dude. I didn't give a fuck if some dude was being a dick to someone else who I didn't really know the age of at the time. I didn't give a fuck. I don't care. Am I supposed to care because it's a girl? Like, I don't care if you're a girl, a dude, a fucking goblin, a fucking potato. I don't care if people were talking shit to you back then. I was a piece of shit as well. Like, I thought it was funny, if anything. Like, I didn't know her age until later. And then when I did know her age, I was like, wait a minute, y'all shouldn't be asking about this shit. This weird, like. So no, it wasn't not adding up. No. Anyway, we established that satire had sexually made by Seth in private. I'd love to see this proven. As later publicly mortified about it when he bragged about possessing child pornography of her in public. Oh my God! Clearly not me trying to make fun of fucking Sunny and the Orbiters or anything. Despite
where is the proof of this? Again, to go back to this, like, bro, you know it's not illegal to lie about that. Like that's not breaking the law if you lie about that in a joking way. Why are they still harping on this so fucking hard? So I've actually got something funny to add to this. So I remember over a year ago, we were listening to Noodles debate Bucky. After this call concludes, we're sitting there. This is 40 minutes in.
By the way, Bucky is Satire's brother.
Yes, Bucky's the brother who's been using his sister as a tool to create drama. Like, shows what kind of little fucking bitch that he is. But anywho, after this debate concludes, he sort of turns to me in the call and he's like, hey, remember that time you and your friends bullied my sister in call? And I'm like, what in the fuck are you even talking about? Like, this is an event that I dead ass don't even remember happening. And what apparently it was my friend Corey calling her a bitch in VC. Like, literally the same way we would shit talk any male on Discord. Like, if they can inflate something like that, which I literally didn't even remember happening because of the countless amount of other shit that happened in that server. And again, I didn't treat that individual any different. Say a male member of the server is like, holy fuck, let's speak.
I will say that I don't know if Bucky's in the wrong, but it's probably Satire in the wrong there because Bucky, and I said this to Bucky's just trying to defend his sister, right? We can all agree to that, right? The brother defends the sister at all costs. I'm not going to fault him
for
that,
right? Night.
But like, I'm not going to hate on him for it, but Satire is probably exaggerating stories to him, which really did not help, okay? So it kind of is her fault for exaggerating. I don't blame Bucky for getting mad. I'm not going to call him a bitch or something. I understand what he's doing.
I mean, you don't have to. I will, because I wasn't part of that situation at all.
Clyde doesn't like him as much. Anyway, we'll move on.
Proceed.
Yeah. Okay. I'll reiterate, this behavior is indefensible and was equally abhorrent is Seth's inability to take responsibility for his actions. What actions? What actions? Me making fun of your dumbass friend, trying to ruin my life? Fuck you and that bitch. Instead, choosing to make incoherent and inconsistent claims. I think they're pretty fucking consistent. First, that screenshots were faked, and later that they were real, but simply jokes. No, the screenshots are faked and jokes. How about both? Because we know that a lot of them don't make sense. A lot of them clearly have deleted messages in them. A lot of them don't add up. But a lot of them are also me joking. It can be both. Implicit bribery. Okay, what the fuck is this bribery thing? Wait, is that the end of the satire thing? Really? That's it? Has anyone read the doc? Is that it? Is this it for the... Is that it for the satire shit? Has anyone read it and know? It's in evidence. Does anyone know if that's it? What? That's it? That's it? What? Their story is completely different. Bro, has anyone here been following this shit for like years? Who has been following this shit for years? Their story is completely different. Because remember at first, it was Seth was trying to ask her for nudes. That was the big scandal. Am I lagging, by the way?
No, I can hear.
No, you're not, Logan.
You guys can
The
hear me?
big scandal was Seth asked her for nudes. Where did that go? Because they lied about me about that for so long. They lied for so long about that. So now they're just acting like it doesn't matter. Let me explain why that matters. So in this screenshot, I don't know if anyone fucking has it. You can spread it around if you have it. It's kind of old, okay? So let me talk about this. There's a screenshot of me going over, what was it? I said, nudes, ? And I'll put it in evidence. This is how I typed it. Nudes. Just like that. That emoji and everything. And that's what made Trini start his campaign against me. That's what Trini started his campaign against me with. That comment. Me saying nudes? Now, the context is that Nate kind of had a crush on her. So I sent him a screenshot of me saying nudes, like, oh, Nate, I'm hitting on your girl, haha, to make fun of Nate. And then when that story ends up being more consistent than Seth's a pedophile, they drop it? You can't just fucking drop it. You can't drop it. Is it a weird, degenerate joke? Sure. Is it me being a pedophile? No. But you can't drop it after lying for 2 to 3 years about it. You can't just lie about me for 2 to 3 years and then just act like it doesn't fucking exist. That's the thing that started it all. That comment. And it goes into a lot of shit. Because a lot of this shit's just degenerate bullshit fucking humor being taken out of context. So you can't just act like it doesn't exist because it doesn't fit the narrative anymore. So weird. Why was there no comment on that? They brought up her pepperoni areolas? Pepperoni areolas was more important than fucking the nudes comment? I don't know how to go about that one. Like, dude, I'm sorry. It's catching me by surprise. I thought there was more to it. I thought they were actually going to try to rip into me about it like they've been doing for years, and they just dropped it. That's it? Like, I'm actually just shocked. Like, I can't, like, dude, I've been dealing with this for 4 fucking years. This is year 4. Year 4. This started in 2017. This is year 4. Now it's gone. It's just over. That's it. What? What? If that doesn't matter, you think everything else matters? Because, bro, they're trying to bring up me saying, oh, Seth's bragging about having her nudes. But if the nude thing is bullshit, why bring that up? If it's clearly not in reference to anything truthful. Like, it's just dumb. Yeah, and you're right, Thunder. Out of context screenshots catch anyone lacking. It's stupid. Yeah, they had a terrible argument. It was stupid as fuck. I don't know if they're going to change it. I don't really give a fuck. These people are fucking dog shit and they're immoral. They're literally hanging out with a dude who is swatting people online, and that's like their go-to guy to like try to fucking bully me out of the community. They're trying to bully me out of the community by calling me a pedophile with these bullshit fucking screenshots and these stupid fucking chats that I have no fucking context to. They're dropping, manipulating, doing all this dumb shit, and they're like, oh, Seth, why won't you defend yourself? As they have a dude trying to fucking log my fucking account and spy on all my friends and call a fucking SWAT team and shit on me. What the fuck is that shit, dude? What is that? I'm the villain? I'm not allowed to defend myself with your stupid fucking bodyguard team of these fucking weird freaks? Like, and I'm the fucking weirdo? Like, fuck you, dude. I've been consistent for so fucking long. I've been publicly a degenerate. I'm like, hey, nice dick, bro. Wow, let's fuck that 4-year-old child up. Get people to debate me. oh, let's play devil's advocate on why fucking murdering a cow or something, or like fucking a sheep or some shit. Y'all are cucks, eat shit and die. All this shit. I've been so fucking consistent with my fucking degenerate attitude. But is there anything to justify me actually being a fucking pedophile? No, it's them taking my degenerate fucking personality that I used to have out of context to try to slander me, and then use these fucking swatters as like a fucking deterrent to keep me away from saying anything so they can kick me out of the fucking community. Dude. So stupid, man. Like, look at the evidence chat. I posted the proof in chat. All those people saying, oh, Seth is just acting. I posted a literal clip of them planning on swatting me. I can't, dude, where's the act? Where's the fucking act? Look in evidence. I have a clip someone sent me of them threatening to swat me. That's not a fucking act. I'm a human being. A fucking MP5 will kill me. I'm not immune to the MP5. The flashbang will fuck my eardrums up. You know what I mean? Like, so stupid, dude. Yeah, I thought you were immune. I am immune. Can we put no luck in the chat, by the way?
You want me to give him perms?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seth, this guy wants to know how you tier conceptual manipulation. Can you get into that?
Fuck no.
So this is up to you. But did you check my DM?
Wait, let me check your DM. Wait, which one? Oh, I got a lot of DMs. Which one are you? You changed your shit. Oh, I see. One sec.
Okay.
They want you to respond to this.
Yeah, that and then the bottom thing.
I did respond to that, though.
No, the bottom one was probably bigger.
I responded that too, though.
No. The last message I sent you, like what they wanted you to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. The bullet would bounce off. Can we get no luck up here, though?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm adding the fucking rows.
I'm looking for no luck and not found him.
You can just give him general.
I gave him general. No luck, accept my invite to the stage.
Here's another thing, too. Say Tryharder's not a swatter weirdo like that fucking clip suggests, which no luck gave me, by the way. But say that's not real. That's all I knew at the time. That's all I knew. And we do know that these people are logging people. They're token logging people. They're getting into their accounts and shit. They're bragging about it. Literally, even you fucking Rakuzan guys can admit that. Is that like hidden knowledge? Is that hidden?
Someone told me, it's on video as well on YouTube, but there's a video of Tryharder, David, and other people like threatening to like dox Thomas, who was like a debater, up and coming Naruto debater.
Is Tryharder in here?
Yeah, he asked to talk to you, actually.
You should definitely ban him out of the server. Why is he here?
I was going to say just before, they keep nagging for certain people to get dragged up, and it's like, just
that doesn't make any sense.
You guys,
I mean, he has like 1,000 notes, so he'll probably be back, but
it doesn't matter. I don't know why you'd want him in here to like log people or something. I'm not fully familiar on this whole logging thing, but I just know that they do it. So I've been very hesitant to get into calls with them aggressively.
Yeah.
which is why you're
And,
not dragging.
and here's the thing too, before you guys are like, oh, he's ducking the debate. Ista has literal DMs of him saying I'd rhetorically dominate him. Like literally. Like the debate's not the problem. The problem is the fucking swatting and logging shit. It's totally different. I don't need to give you the fucking time of day if you're a logger or a swatter. You're not a debater. You're a fucking criminal. Like that's just it, dude. You're not one of us, bro. You're a fucking criminal. Like I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you saying your piece. I don't give a fuck. You should be in a cell or something. Like you shouldn't be here, dude. Like
Seth, drag that guy up so he can dox us and swat us and get into all your shit, your bank accounts and stuff.
yeah, maybe he'll come up.
I posted that, by the way.
Maybe he'll join the chat and say my
harder.
address. Like really smart, dude.
It's an evidence chat.
There he is saying I'd beat him rhetorically in a debate. I mean, when you know, like, I don't know why the fuck. I don't even know why he's acting like that. It's stupid. I don't know if he's just gonna try to drop my fucking address or something. Like, when he gets up here, he shouldn't fucking be in this server. Anyway, is No Luck joining the chat? Because No Luck's kind of a part of this.
No Luck has the general role. He should be able to come up.
Someone says, I promise he won't dox. Do you hear yourself talking? Did you just hear what you fucking said?
No Luck doesn't want to be up. No Luck doesn't want to be up.
Okay.
But did this kid just not hear what he said? He said, I promise he won't. Like, he knows what he does. Like, and he's just like, yeah, I promise he won't do it this time. What is that? Like, he just admitted it for him. Like, his friend just admitted it for him. Like, what's that shit?
I assure you he won't do the thing he's capable of.
Like, what is that? Okay, reminder, if you take anything presented thus, we will address common counter-arguments at the end, as well as the dubious claims made by Seth. Implicit bribery. Okay, so now that we're done with that shit, what is this bribery thing? This shit came out of nowhere, but it's probably the closet, Seth. Is this like talking about when I said I'd give people 30/90s just now? Oh, no, it's saying... Okay, so Ista, you gotta take over for this one. This is why Ista's here, because they're claiming that he's like bribed or something weird.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the screenshots, or which one in particular? Like, what did it say?
It's if you go on the doc, it's at 24 or something. I don't know.
Scroll through. Fuck, dude. 24. God damn, this shit's long as hell.
Seth, some people are confused and they don't know what doxing is. You should give like a quick definition.
Well, you give a definition, 6. What's the definition of doxing, buddy?
Fine. I'll give the definition. This is the standard Google definition, but doxing is essentially when you search for and release public or private information publicly about someone, typically with malicious intent.
And logging is basically like, okay, so there's different types of it. So logging is basically they get your Discord encryption key and they can use that to steal every cookie on your computer and find out your address and get into all of your accounts and then like get into your friends' accounts through manipulation, whether it be a picture, a link. Some people can do it through VC. It is advanced to do that, but that's one of the reasons that we're hesitant though, because some people actually can do that. It's just not safe to associate with those types of people. Also, people are saying, "Oh, Abraham, get Abraham," and it's like, doesn't Abraham associate with these people? How do I know he's any different at this rate?
Look, speaking of that lying bitch, right? So I just went to 24 and I scrolled up and it says Jade was not on Seth's side though, but was interested in keeping the ruse up after Ista seemed to try to bribe him on call. Why the fuck is Abraham lying? Like, why does he stay having my dick in his mouth after I slammed him in that fucking debate in front of like 100-person call? He's a fucking loser, right? I went into the call with Jade and I verbatim told him, hey, look, are you going to hang out with man-childs that have been obsessed with a dude who makes a fucking bag, right? Or are you going to sit here, if anything, the logical conclusion should be people that hang out with Seth tend to make more money. You're hanging around broke niggas and you're going to be broke. It's pretty easy to understand, like, which one's the better side there. So I don't know what the fuck this is talking about, and the screenshots are all out of context.
They're acting like I'm gonna give you like $1,000.
Yeah, like it gave me $300 or like a fucking PS5 or some shit. Like, no,
like
bro.
They're acting like I'm like paying Ista to like be here. But what Ista's saying to Jade in this screenshot is like, okay, Would I rather associate with Seth or you, like the guy with money or not money, like, you know, and like especially if he's like neutral with both. But then like Ista also brought this up as well. There's kind of like a moral obligation here because it's like one has confirmed swatting shit and the other is just allegations that I'm a pedophile. You know what I mean? Like it's like, and also it's very clear that these people hate me. They've been on this for years. Abraham disliked me way before this on fucking Google Plus for 4 years or whatever the fuck. These people aren't normal. Like they hold grudges a long ass fucking time, and they don't think about things very rationally. And this is why Trini turned against them. Now I'm gonna show you guys Trini's definition. Trini is like another top debater, or whatever, who knows these guys personally. But I'll show you guys what he said about them in a bit. Okay. Do we even need to explain how damning this is? I don't know. Was it damning? Like, I don't want to make fun of like your reading comprehension, but what is that? That's it? That was the damning evidence that I'm giving Ista money? What does that mean? Like, it was just such a basic statement.
Also find that weird about the Jade statement too, because fucking Jade literally kind of admitted verbatim that the whole reason he was involved or agreeing to do the pedophile shit or just come at you was for money. And there's even recordings I have of OBS files of just like Jade admitting like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to get something out of it. There's a DM of him being like, yo, let me get a DoorDash.
Yeah.
Let me get a PS5.
Yeah,
like,
and so there's one person who's doing this. His name Jade. I don't hate him for doing this. Whatever. He's like he's just opportunistic. Whatever. It's annoying as fuck. But he's just being opportunistic. He's not really taking sides anymore. But like, okay. This part here says, are you able to make that statement that you don't think I'm a pedophile? Because he literally did, and Isaac can attest to this. He literally says I'm not a pedophile. Like, he's on my side with it. He's literally, like, more on the Trini side. And he says, like, these guys are using it to justify trying to swat me and get my address, which they were. We have a recording of their literal chat where they're saying they're going to swat me. Like, they're all, like, hyping each other up. Like, let's swat this pedophile, blah, 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 blah. It's in evidence. There's a literal video in evidence of them doing that. So Clyde can attest to this, and even Swag Kage can attest to this. I got in call with both of them, and I'm like, bro, they're gonna fucking swat me. Like, what do I do? It's in the evidence. Can you guys not see evidence? It's in evidence. It's the black one called swatting. So even Swag Kage can attest to this. I was like, dude, they're gonna fucking swat me. Like, what do I do? So we were like, should I go to like a hotel for a week? Like, what the fuck am I going to do? And I'm not going to lie, I was kind of freaking out. I was like, are they going to like swat me when I try to stream? Or, dude, and both of them can attest, like, it was not like a normal situation. And like the other problem too is like, I literally had to call non-emergency. So like I had to call the police, get on a no SWAT list. Thankfully, they were very lucky. I had to show them like the video of them trying to swat me or whatever. And they say, yes, we're going to take this very serious. We will make a harassment report. So these people are confirmed by the police. Yes, this is harassment behavior. I'm on a no SWAT list. Swatters, try swatting me now. It's not going to work for a reason, right? Like, you can try swatting me during this fucking call. It's not going to work for a reason. I had to get onto a no SWAT list for these people. It's like, that's why I'm saying that. So yes, am I freaking out? Like, hey, can you please help me the fuck out and like get these guys to calm down? Yeah, not because they're calling me a pedophile. I've heard that for 3 years. Because they're probably trying to fucking kill me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. For the chat that doesn't know what that means, right? I just want to give you guys a quick little definition of this because I had to give Seth advice on this, and so did Swag Kage. We had a call about this a day or so ago, and we've done the whole ring up the police station, let them know what's up and stuff beforehand. So essentially, pretty much what swatting is, if you don't know what it is, it's a thing that used to happen back in the old Call of Duty days. So, you know, Mr. Tryhard's about 10 years late with this. But anywho, wait, Kurosh, your mic's fucking up. Anyway, basically it's like you prank call the police, you say, hey, some dude's murdering his family. send the SWAT after them, and boom, then they break open the front door. They raid you, usually on stream, so that it can be caught on record. Like, that's usually the point, is that you do it midstream, so you have a recording, so you can be like, look, I just swatted this YouTuber or streamer, right? But one of the risks of doing this is that, well, sometimes the cops are like, whoa, what's that plate in your hand, sir? And then they shoot you because they think you've got a weapon or something like that, because they go into the house thinking there's a legitimate situation. So it's not just a matter of like a prank. Like, this is a pretty serious fucking thing. And then, like, ever since it's been more common in the USA, the basically the department that manages all the police forces in the country have taken a lot more seriously, because people have died because of swatting. So, let's say Seth got hypothetically swatted and it went wrong. He could get shot and killed by the cops if he opens up his door and he doesn't realize he's getting a, SWAT team at his front door. It's like, yo, what's up? Bang, dead. So anyway, that's the general gist of why it's such a serious matter. And we tried our best to give Seth advice on this.
So, like, dude, I'm really sorry. Like, you guys cannot make these allegations and then have these people on your side. Like, especially now that we have recordings that you're directly we're trying to swat me in this situation, like, or suggesting it. You guys are not in the right anymore. Like, you just confirmed, like, we're basically like, let's flip a coin and see if Seth dies. Like, that's literally what you just said. Like, let's flip a coin and see if Seth dies. That's literally what swatting means. Like, I can't even make that up. It's literally like a percentage. Like, let's flip a coin. Seth might die from this. Like, it sounds fun. Like, that's literally what you're doing when you suggest let's swat him. Like, and it's not a joke. It's very fucking public knowledge that people die from swatting. It's not funny, right? Like, and they're like laughing about it, like, how he thinks we can swat him, while they're in chat threatening to fucking swat me. Like, and the thing is that Six actually recorded that. Six actually recorded them saying that. I don't know, with like an alt. How did you record that? How'd you even record them doing that?
Prophet infiltrated the VC with like
Prophet's
an alt.
One of our friends, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then he was streaming the call to the SS, so I just started recording.
Yeah, so one of our friends joined on an alt in their private server or whatever, and then started like streaming the call to us, and when we recorded it. Okay. Anyway. Yes, and that's another good point, Hentai God. They are younger. Like, one of them's named is Faxed, and he's very young. I'm not mad at him. Like, he's obviously kind of a fucked up little bastard, like really fucked up little bastard. I hope he gets some help, but I can't get too mad because he is a genuine kid. Tryharder's a little bit weird in the fucking head. I'm not gonna lie. You're kind of getting too old for this. You're almost a grown man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be doing this forever. You're also a man of God. You know what I mean? Like, you should probably change your ways a little bit. But anyway, that's why we had to take this so seriously and cautiously for so long. And then they're even bringing up shit like, oh, Seth's getting in call with Tryharder and he's so nervous. And it's like, yeah, is this guy about to fucking log my shit, get my address, and send the fucking team? Or what's he doing this time? Like, no idea. And now that they hate me even more and that they think that people are on their side, whenever they have people on their side and rooting for them, they do even more crazy shit. They sit there and hype each other up about what fucked up shit they can do to me. So I have no idea what they can do. Well, do they want to get into the call to drop my address? Does anyone know what the fuck they want to do? They already admitted they can't debate me. So what the fuck did they want to do in here? They literally admitted they couldn't debate me. So what the fuck are they here for? Probably that. Now let's continue. Okay, anyway, we're moving on from that. How old is Seth? We take solid evidence that says blah, blah, blah. My age, it doesn't really fucking matter. I'm just 3 years older than Satire. Like, it's all you need to fucking know. My age is not even important because I didn't do anything pedophilic. Regardless of my age, I did nothing pedophilic. Like, that's just it at the end of the day. Like, I didn't do anything and I fucking went over it. Like, I don't know if there's more shit in here, but my age is completely irrelevant because I didn't do any of this. Now, this right here starts talking about my debates with Trini. Let me just refute all of this real quick. I'm about to refute all of it. I don't even need to read this shit with Trini. They're trying to use Trini as like a whole thing to like say, oh, look at this smart guy, Trini, who's against Seth. He's the one who started it, blah, blah, blah. Let me just debunk it real quick. I'll just debunk it. I don't even need to read all this bullshit. It's just all bullshit. Trini told me he could send this to you. Trini talked to me after he talked to all of you. He hates you. Moving on. If you guys want the drive link, there's Trini's statement in evidence. In evidence, there's Trini saying he hates them. He thinks they're liars. He thinks they're vindictive. He thinks their stories are changing. Wow, that really backfired. Anyway, moving on. Raphaniac's testimonial. This is about my age. I don't give a fuck. What is this? Okay, so now they're on to miscellaneous information. This section will deal with minor points that don't fit anywhere else. We have already more than substantiated our position on Seth. No, you haven't. Definitely not. I don't know who here thinks that's a substantial position. It sounds dude, literally at worst, it's just shaky. Like, there's nothing concrete. You're just taking fucking screenshots from 4 years ago and then claiming, like, the worst possible interpretation of all of them and then saying it's true. Pretty weird. Am I friends with Trini? No comment. Okay, so do we have to read? Is the miscellaneous information important? Main story. That's why Trini dropped it, because that's literally the most valid interpretation. Like, it's the most consistent with my character. It's the one that lines up with like all the weird emojis and clear quirky behavior I was using. It's not a serious thing, and it's being taken totally out of context. So, is the miscellaneous information important? Does anyone know? Why did these guys hate you? Abraham's hated me for a long time. Satire, she has her own reasons. Like, I don't want to get too deep into it. I mean, it's fucked up what they're doing, but Satire probably wants attention at this rate. But me and her did have a falling out where we were fighting. And like after our server, like after she got on my server, I did like kind of make fun of her. Like I called her like a 5-head. I called her a 5-head trying to use telekinesis on me at every moment and whatever. And then I was like talking shit about the way she looked. Like, I don't know. I was being a fucking dickhead, right? So I don't blame her for being mad. Is this an extreme? Is this extreme? Yes. I've offered to talk to her. But she doesn't want to talk to me. Like, at the end of the day, the way this ends is me and Satire talk. It ends then. But other than that, it's just like bullshit anecdotes. But anyway, is the miscellaneous section important?
They go over common counter arguments.
Where's that?
It's page 28, I think it starts.
Page 28? Okay, where's that? Okay. Common counter arguments. Okay, this goes over. We cannot address every single argument made by every person. It's just a prank, bro. Damn, Seth actually used his excuse. Damn, bro. Yeah, because that's what it is, you fucking dummy. Like, what do you mean, damn, bro? Like, is it not obvious? Is me saying her pancake areolas, like, supposed to be literal, you dumb fuck? Like, do you know what pancake areolas means? Pancake areolas is, like, the titties of, like, a 400-pound girl, and her fucking areolas on her actual nipple look like a fucking pancake, dummy. It's not me actually claiming that's what she looks like or saying I have them. It's clearly a fucking joke, dude. Like, I don't know how else to word that. And then the whole Catherine Kawhi thing, I have proof that I talked worse than that in public to people. In public. And then even then I was just like disappointed. I was like, oh, I'm disappointed. Like, that could just be because I thought he was being like gay or something. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even mean I'm being sexual. It's so bizarre. Okay, Seth makes dubious claims for being fake. He usually falls back and everything that actually did happen, but every sexual interaction he made was just a joke. Most of them are jokes, yes. Trini, who isn't necessarily on board with us, even dismisses very argument as nothing more. No, he kind of agrees with it now, actually. That's what he told me. He actually kind of agrees with it. Trini's argument is Seth is not a pedophile, but he made creepy jokes. That's Trini's conclusion, the smartest one of all of them, who did the most research and was the most involved. Seth is not a pedophile. He just made jokes he fucking shouldn't have. And I agree. I shouldn't have made those jokes. And I haven't made those jokes since then. That's why I'm not such a degenerate. Like, I get it. I'm too now, you know, like shouldn't be saying shit like that. Whatever. Too popular. People think it's weird. I get it. And I'm not, and here's the thing too. If you do genuinely think what I did, like, makes me a pedophile, I'm not, like, saying don't try to accuse me. Like, if you think that, you should go forward with your beliefs. But at the same time, there's a clearly biased narrative being pushed from one party who's hated me for a long fucking time, like an ancient evil, like this coming out, and they clearly have motives, and they're not working with the best people here. Like they're not thinking of these optics with these SWAT teams or whatever the fuck. Like it's not good optics. I don't know why the fuck they thought it was a good idea, but you can clearly tell that these people are not good people. There's an agenda. I gave my story. At best, it's flimsy. There's a 3-year gap. It's not that crazy. Nothing to career ending. Okay. Wouldn't think any less of her if she did. That's not in reference to me getting nudes from her. Already refuted that. Seth had no idea if she would actually send the photos or not. I was expecting her to or trying to get her to send them, and we did know it was a joke between us. So we like the only time I ever said nudes, like in a request to her, was a joke that I was sending to Nate. So no, I never actually tried to get nudes from her or coerce her to do it.
Yeah, can I quickly reply to something? So someone's misinterpreted what I said earlier. I want to make something clear. I was asking Seth those questions directly like I was an officer, right? I wanted to get a clear answer for the audience because it wasn't to say he ever asked for them. It was to say, did you ever full stop receive anything? And he said no. And also what was confirmed is that conversation was never an actual real thing, right? That's like, how can you misinterpret what I said? Like, I just want to clear that up with my own voice. Like, that's what I was saying. It's very clear. I just wanted to make it clear to you guys. Like, yo, there was never any actual photos sent. Boom, done. Because some people think that actually happened, which it didn't.
16 is the legal age of consent in Australia and some U.S. states. That's true. Both Seth himself and Aeroflame have made this claim to justify Seth's actions. No, they're not to justify my actions. They're just to say it's not as bad or weird as you're thinking they are. Like, it's like, so you're telling me Seth is 3 years older, and in her area, it's legal. So, like, if I actually was trying to hook up with her, I'm 3 years older, and she's legal where she's at. Like, that's really fucking weird and predatory, I'll admit, but it's kind of exaggerated. That's what the argument was. So a lot of it's like worst case scenario. It's not that bad, but the problem is it's not worst case scenario. It's exaggerated. So I'm just trying to be like charitable. I'm just trying to be charitable to people who do not believe my story. By the way, Ista, can you mute? I'm just trying to be charitable. If you don't believe my story, I'm just being like, okay, but it's not as bad as you're acting like it is, even if you don't believe my story. But I do heavily suggest you believe me on this because it's pretty fucking obvious. Okay. We can skip through the age of consent shit. Satire story is inconsistent. A bit. Yeah, a bit. The inconsistent stories from Trini himself in evidence. So if you have anything in evidence, you can listen to Trini's statement. He's the one who claimed that. Okay. I don't know what this is. This is trying to prove her story is consistent. You're going to have to take that up with Trini. He's the one who said that. Screenshots are fake. I didn't say any of them were fake here. Not necessary. I don't know what any of this is. This is Trini literally saying it's just nasty jokes and I'm not a pedophile. By the way, these screenshots are Trini's, I think, to prove they're fake. He's the one who like brought this all up. Conclusion, we have provided a wealth of evidence and arguments to support our case and unequivocally that we substantiated our position. No, you haven't. You didn't substantiate your position at all. If we were in court, you would have lost. Like they would have just said, this isn't proof. And also, that is not enough reasoning to try to SWAT and kill me. So the next time you try to kill someone over Discord, maybe think about it a little bit deeper. A little bit fucking deeper. So I don't know. That's pretty much all of it. Seth isn't a pedo, W. If you say that, you'll get your 3090. Also, are there any 16-year-olds in the... Never mind. Okay, we'll bring that in the DMs later. Anyway, forget I said that. Seth is a pedo, W. Yo, chill. Oh, God. Clyde, I fucked up again.
It's okay. You've always got me. You pay me,
Clyde,
and I'm 16 forever.
Clyde, I fucked up, dude. I fucked up. I used to please delete the server.
Wait, no, Seth, address what you just said. Like, again, just say what you said before. You know, it was all a joke, blah, 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 blah. They'll believe it. It's good.
Okay. Isa, can you read your DM? Isa, please read. Oh my God, I got caught lagging. Abraham, please don't use that. Please don't show it to Keemstar, please. Oh my God. Where did Isa go? Anyways, guys, how's it going? I don't know what's happening. I'm not gonna start shit talking swag for you, bro. Did you read the shit after the conclusion? Is there something? Is there a page after the conclusion? I don't know if I can start reading it. I think Ista might actually delete the server. Do I have enough time? I don't want to like get caught like reading it midway and then like the server gets deleted or something. Also, I did bamboozle you all. This server is not permanent. Get fucked.
Seth is, or not Seth, Troy is my son. If anyone sees someone named Simply Troy on Discord, he's my son.
Y'all got
Simply Troy is his tag. He is my son.
Y'all got hella fucked up with that one. Well, let me delete this shit.
All right. Yeah, follow me on SethTheProgrammer Webcam Parrot.
Troy is my son. Make sure y'all know that.
Seth isn't a pedo, W, for your three.
Seth isn't a pedophile.
Yo, 3090s to everyone, money for everyone. That says Seth is not a pedo. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know, I keep an eye out. I keep tabs. I have a bot that keeps track. You know what I'm saying? You know,
wink, when this call's done, I'll link my PayPal.
Yeah,
we'll be
and stuff. Oh yeah, I'll be sure to give each one of you about $300 for what you did today. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Also, any 18-year-old babes in chat, hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
There.